Welcome to Hardheaded Podcast. It's time to join the conversation.
All right. Welcome to another Hardheaded podcast, episode 117.
That is the most excited he's ever
It's not
been.
another episode podcast 117.
Another episode 117.
We've only had one 117.
Well, it's another podcast episode, number 117.
Okay.
Comma.
Much better.
The pause. You got to have the pause.
Much better.
As much as I don't want to, we're going to hear from Chet what's on his mind. Our top three today is the top three walk up songs.
Yeah.
So if you're, if you're in the batter's box or
The on deck circle.
the on deck circle,
It's time for you to go hit.
or if you're a motivational speaker and they call you up,
Yes.
and this is your walk up music.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or just the song that's playing in your head when you walk into a room.
Just psych yourself up.
It's just in your head all the time.
All right, and then Troy's going to bring us a good word.
All right.
Chet,
All right, I'm going to take us back a few years. You do know about this. I almost completely forgot. But, I have been in the past a pretty good shotgun shooter. And Matt knows this because I beat him in a competition
false.
shooting clays.
I tied him.
And I was thinking, you know this because we spent a lot of time in the duck blind together.
Yeah.
I'm pretty reliable. I have been.
Yeah. Yeah.
I grew up with a gun in the country. You just a natural shot, especially with shotguns. Shotguns
Your
made me
mic's
feel
a little loud.
okay. You're gonna turn me down because I'm better than you. Oh, I see what you're doing there.
Nice.
But
who gave that guy control of the board?
felt really confident about it. And then just the way life was going, there was a couple seasons back, I didn't get to duck hunt that much. And then not this season of the 22-23, but the 21-22 season, I went out duck hunting twice. And one of them, it was horrible.
Did you skunk?
I did. I skunked, and I had some layups, and it shook me like something's off. There's something going on here, like bad, wrong. I didn't change a gun.
Like you need to go see a doctor or something wrong?
That's what I decided.
Really?
I said this is that far off, and I decided back then. But then I drag my feet on stuff like that. So this year I didn't hunt that much, bird hunt that much. But when I did, I was very deliberate on making fundamentally sound, really good shots, and I still didn't connect as much as I normally do. And I'm like, you know what? I can't put this off any longer. So this morning, I went to my first ever eye doctor appointment. Never been to one before. Apparently you have because you wear glasses.
Yes, I've been quite a bit.
Yeah?
The past 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah. When did you go before that?
Oh, before that. Well, I've had glasses for about 12 years because I started noticing, because I'm an editor, sit in front of the computer a lot. I started noticing headaches in the evening, and then stuff started getting blurry. Then I was like, all right, I just need some reading glasses. So I've had reading glasses for years.
Mm-hmm.
And then just, I guess a year and a half ago, I had to start wearing them every day.
Yeah.
Because one eye.
You wear reading glasses every day, or do you
No,
have a
these are
prescription?
like it's a progressive lens to where I can see far and close up.
Yeah. Do you do this eye doctor business?
No.
Have you ever been?
Yeah. I wear contacts.
Oh, do you do?
Yeah.
So you've been?
Yeah.
So you go. You got to get.
No, I just renew my prescription for contacts.
And then if something goes wrong, you'll schedule an appointment. Like if your contacts don't work anymore.
Yeah. But it's been 10, 15 years.
I have, I've never been. So I started freaking out. Like, because I don't want anybody to touch my eyeballs. And so I was just grilling my wife the other night. Like, what do they do? Like when you go to an eye doctor, like what happens?
You're like 60 years old. What do you do when you go to the eye doctor?
I've never been. And I know they have all the things.
All they do is like, this one, A, B.
No.
A, B.
Like
A,
shoot
B.
a puff of air in your eyeball and get some kind of a pressure reading and
You got the initiation.
all this.
appointment.
And then they're like, oh, we're putting some.
They're like, it's a newbie. Let's get him.
I got my eyes dilated and with some burning sensation eye drops.
Hey, where'd you go? What doctor's
on the west side there?
Which
Williams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Andy.
Yeah, I did the videos for Wichita Optometry in their waiting room. I was going to see if you went there. I was going to say, hey, did you like those videos?
No, I didn't see any videos. I just went where my family goes because all but one of my family members also wears glasses. So I've been kind of proud of it. Well, anyway, my suspicions were correct. I'm not losing any vision whatsoever in my left eye, but looking far in my right eye, I'm not as strong as I was. So I was starting to become left eye dominant, which is back to the shotgunning. It's I figured it out. So he had a couple suggestions. He's like, you don't need to wear glasses, by the way. You're really not that bad. Apparently I have like eagle eye. I'm like, oh, he didn't say this, but I'm just telling you guys. I've always been really good at vision. I can see. It's one of my talents.
Right. Okay.
So the fact that it's deteriorating a little bit, he's like, oh, you're not bad at all. I don't even know. I can't read.
Give it a few years.
No. That's because, he's like, man, I don't need to see you for a while. Maybe 3 years. Don't even bother coming back.
That's what I mean. That's a few years.
Well, like my wife's thinking, oh, you'll have to go every year now. And he's like, oh, your eyes are great. Don't worry about it. So anyway, then he's like, hey, you may want to just get like one contact lens disposable ones for your right eye. And just when you go hunting, just put that lens in and hunt and then pop it out when you're done.
Yeah. Smart.
So anyway, but I was freaking out about this whole deal. And my wife apparently told my youngest daughter, hey, your dad's really scared about going to see the doctor. So, and went through all the litany of questions because my daughter goes to the eye doctor like the rest of my family routinely and knew everything that was going on. So just it was last night. She walks in the room, my daughter, who's in the 8th grade, and just looked at me and started laughing. And I'm like, what are you laughing at? And then she just kept laughing and laughing and laughing. And then I started getting a little upset, like, hey, it's enough of this.
Dad's scared.
And then it came out. She's making fun of me because I have, I'm scared. I wasn't scared. I just was curious about all the stuff that they're going to poke in my eyeball while I was at the doctor's office. But now I'm going to get some, some glasses to wear in the outdoors. I'll probably get some prescription sunglasses because I mostly wear sunglasses when I'm outside. And then I may do a contact lens.
I would do that. I mean, because if you're duck hunting because rifles, you can.
No issue.
You can set that scope to
your eyeball.
To
no
your
issue.
eye. But the early morning duck hunt.
Well, just any duck hunt because.
Well, I'm just saying in the early morning, you might as well just pop the contact in and forget about it instead of trying to, where's my shooting day glasses and where's my clear lenses?
I mentioned it to one of the guys today at work, and he's like, you need a monocle.
Yeah.
A monocle would fit you.
He asked. He
Yes,
said,
it would.
You give me your prescription, and I'll find one. He's like, I'll find a monocle for you. So maybe we do that. Maybe we don't. I don't know, but it's pretty intriguing.
I think you should. We'll put it in the logo. You'll have a monocle.
Maybe a top hat. If he gets a monocle, will you guys throw in and get a top hat?
I've got one.
Huh?
I've got one.
You do?
Yeah.
Did we let
I'll
me
let
have
you
it?
borrow it.
If I have a monocle, I need to own a top hat.
Only when you wear the monocle. So
Well, who says I wouldn't wear it all the time?
I want to see you wearing it in the duck blind.
Should I get like an earring with a chain on it, so it is just hanging there? The monocle's there whenever I need it.
Ever think you should get an earring?
Ever? Okay.
In your life?
We can get him the glasses like Steve Martin did in The Jerk.
Yeah, but it made everybody cross-eyed.
But he's only got one eye, right? So
Oh man, that's good.
Yeah. So anyway,
$1.09.
that's what's been on my mind. I will be wearing a glass instead of glasses. Maybe
one glass.
Who knows?
I've been putting it off myself. I mean, I've noticed my vision changing like just since I turned 40.
Yeah.
And same thing. Like if I'm staring at TV or computer too long, get headache, and it's just whatever.
I'm looking forward to being back, because it kind of just felt a little off because I'm not.
What's going to be funny is when you put this back on and realize you still suck.
No. I'm legit.
Top of his game.
Yeah.
We've had a contest and I'm legit the best shooter at this table.
No, you're not.
And that's how it is.
No, we need to have a legit contest is what we need to have.
But
I'm fine with having
I'm
another
fine
one.
too.
Wait till
I get my monocle though.
Well, you do that.
Yeah. And I wasn't wearing glasses when we were shooting either. Oh yeah,
dude.
I should be golden.
He's smoked.
I guess I'll just go out and get a pair of anatomical legs and just shoot those,
Nice.
Yeah, he throws that out there every time.
Every time.
Any competition. Oh yeah, you beat a guy with no legs. Good job. Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll bring my I'll bring a chair to sit in, and then y'all are done.
What, shooting out of a chair?
Yeah, sitting down.
No, dude, I got that too.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Huh?
No, I've stood every time we've shot. You've never seen me sit down to shoot.
You're opening up a can that you don't want to see the contents of because I'm gonna whoop you there too.
You will not.
Yeah, we'll do it.
No,
write it down. Write it down.
I don't even have to write it down. I've been asking. You've been avoiding.
Standing
And sitting.
champion.
I'm in on this too.
I'm a sandbag a little bit and let you win one of these.
Oh, okay. Now you're trash talking to me. All right, I got you.
I beat you too.
Remember that
You only get 2 rounds.
that duck I busted on the ice? Me, you, and your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all sitting down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were laying down.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
laying down.
Laying down.
Champion.
Like out of a ground blind. Yeah. I have a couple ground blinds.
Oh man, this could get interesting.
You know what's embarrassing is we got 3 different competitions we're going to do, and Matt's going to lose all three.
Nope. Won't happen.
Yeah. So, listeners in the future, after this takes place, whenever that will be, and we start to talk about it, and Matt's at the soundboard, and you're going to hear our audio cut out. Can't hear you guys.
I'm going to move the soundboard.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, that's it, man.
All right. Good
That's
deal.
what's been on my mind.
Well, I look forward to this future competition, and I don't even care if I beat Troy. I mean, that's really not a big deal, But shutting you up with all this, I'm so much better. Yeah. But anyway,
Hey,
we're going to go to a break right now, and when we come back, we're going to discuss our top 3 walk-up songs.
hey, my number 1 walk-up song is the one I'm going to play when you give me the trophy after beating you.
And I'm going to play mine for you as well. We'll be back.
Are you driving traffic to your website? Do you have an engaging homepage? Better yet, does your homepage have a video? We recently created a video for a client about his business and the services they provide. Since he placed the video on the homepage of their website, he has had a number of clients specifically say they decided to use his services because of that video. At Trussell Media, we help businesses create engaging videos to host on their websites, email to clients, and use in their social media marketing. Contact us if you're interested in creating a video for your homepage today. TrussellMedia.com. Fill out the form at TrussellMedia.com/contact. Let us help you tell your story through video.
And we're back.
Some of us are back.
Troy walked away to his computer.
Don't walk away, Troy.
But we are going to cover our top 3 walkout songs.
I'll let you go first since Troy's not here and I've been doing all the talking so far.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Let me pull up since I did my
walk-up songs.
This wasn't hard to research because I do play these in my head. Basically, if I walk into a room,
yeah,
all the time.
Do you when it's in your head, are you walking in slow motion?
In my head, I am.
Yeah.
Not in real life.
Right, I know.
I mean, I tend to walk slow anyway. But number 3 is Fireman by Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
And that's the one that I'm going to play for you, Chet, because one of the lines is you can spark it up, but I'm going to put you out.
It's Lil Wayne, by the way. Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Lil.
Which he's got a pretty incredible story. The only reason I know of this song is because I've watched some interviews that he's been a part of, and he's got a really interesting story about race and all that stuff. He's a pretty neat dude. Number 2, My Son John by John C. Reilly.
Okay.
Gosh.
Do you know that one?
No. Is that off of...
My Son, no. It's just some pirate or sea shanties or whatever. I've played it for you before.
Yeah.
But, My Son John was tall and slim, and he had a leg for every limb, and then lost him to a cannonball. It's pretty good song. It's pretty funny. And then number 3.
And somewhat, haha,
See, I think it would. It would. I don't even have to tell get the crowd involved when I walk up and get it.
But if you're going to go give a speech, which you do a lot of, but they probably don't do. Hey, what song do you want? You're not going to give them Lil Wayne. You're going to give them this one because it's like, oh, the dude's walking up there on prosthetic legs.
Right. So my attention getter, I don't even have to get up there and do. I can basically just kind of play off the song and then go right into what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And then number 3, this one as well. I can just go ahead and everybody's going to be like, yep, that's right. And it's You're the Best by Joe Esposito.
Oh, from You're the Best Around from the Karate Kid.
Karate Kid, yeah. You're the best around. All right. That's good stuff.
But that's if I was a motivational speaker, but I'm not.
You didn't play any of them.
It's hard for you to motivate anybody.
I don't want to. I didn't know what our rights were to use that and all that. So,
yeah. So my number 3 is Chop Suey. System of Down gets me fired up. I like it. Number 2 is Got the Life.
Korn.
Old Korn song.
Okay.
I see a theme.
Got a theme going here.
Yeah. And number 1 is Bulls on Parade.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah. Those all get me fired up.
Yeah.
I do like that song, Bulls on Parade.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of songs from those 3 bands that get me fired up, but those were my 3 favorites that I came across.
Would you have, this is kind of something I was thinking through, depending upon, let's just say it's for baseball, your sound guy, would you say, hey man, if there's like ducks on the pond, there's people on base, I need this one versus I need just a base hit, so play me this one. Do you have like that kind of fired up? Is your fired up rank scaled? Yeah,
I would say Bulls on Parade, Grand Slam.
Yeah, that's that one. You're crushing it on that one.
Yeah.
Now, see, if I was going to do this for baseball, I would have to say that House of the Rising Sun by Five Finger Death Punch. I'd have to have that played.
So that you can make that an honorable mention, right?
I guess so. A notable mention.
Yeah, I got 2. I'm sure they're not on your list.
Yeah,
but
they're not.
I'll let you go.
They're not. So I thought about this a little bit.
I bet you have. What do you think, Troy? What do you think is going to be one of the ones
on his?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's going family friendly, right?
Well, I just didn't know explicit lyrics in the song.
And none of these do in the first 20 seconds that they would play.
That's what I was saying. The Fireman, you can play about 30 seconds and you're good.
Yeah.
Just don't make it too large of an auditorium, and then it starts to.
Yeah.
Cochise by Audioslave.
Oh, that's a good one.
That one. You'd have to cut it because it takes too long for the build up. But
the build up's good though.
That's a really good one.
That's good. That could have been on my list, man. You never know.
I just threw a curveball. You thought, oh, I know what Chet's going to pick. No, you don't. I'm picking songs you'd pick.
I really don't know what you pick.
Number 2, Battle Without Honor or Humanity.
Who's that by?
Huh? Hotei?
Hotei.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've heard it.
You have. You have. I know for a fact that you have because you're a Tarantino fan.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It's in Kill Bill.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The only one I can hear is the that's the only one I can think of from Kill Bill. Off the top of my head, anyway.
Yeah, and it's got horns in it. It's good. It's a good one.
That's good.
That's my number 2. And then number 1, which I almost went a top 3 with all from this artist, just different songs. But my number 1 is I Got Mine by the Black Keys. And you guys probably don't know them because you don't have great taste in music.
I know who they are.
That's a great one. And then honorable mentions right down the Black Keys road. Sinister Kid, Black Keys. Your Touch, Black Keys. She's Long Gone, Black Keys. Would all be honorable mentions. All guitars and drums, but not like it's more bluesy than your heavy metal business.
Yeah.
And then you throw in a little Kanye, Follow God. Another honorable mention. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do actually. I have that album.
Yeah. So anyway.
Nice. Yeah, I had Part of Me by Tool off their first EP. It's really good. And then Wake Up by Rage Against the Machine. It's the song for the credits of The Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fantastic walk
I like
song.
that. That's a walk out of the theater song.
Yeah, it is. It is. And when I heard it, I was like, man, what a perfect way to end a movie. Because back then, when The Matrix came out, that was kind of the beginning of mainstream music kind of being put in movies for that. Because up until that, it was just mostly soundtracks. And, you had your James Bond that they would pick an artist to do a song. For the most part, all movies were soundtracks, right? Orchestra.
I don't know. I never really thought about it.
Yeah.
I do know that that was that you left the theater with the scene and the song. Like, dude, they gotta make another one. I can't wait.
I guess what I'm trying to say is like the song was already popular, and then it was put in a movie.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, movies would make songs popular.
Yeah.
But that song was already.
I don't know, man. You got to go back because you're forgetting like Huey Lewis and Back to the Future and
Yeah, but I feel like
Kenny Loggins, dude. The 80s.
Yeah, but I feel like those movies made those songs popular.
No, you just weren't born yet. That's the problem.
That's true.
Huh?
Maybe so. I mean, I was alive when Top Gun was.
Hey, it's hip to be square.
I mean, I was alive.
Chet was alive. He's speaking from experience here.
Yeah, I was only 6. Chet was
older,
16.
Oh man,
Older, he says.
just a little older.
Older.
Oh, that's good.
That's fun.
All right, that's not a bad top 3. I can't disagree with really any of your picks there, which is rare.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
whatever.
fairly rare.
It's rare that you admit it, but I know every time
not too bad.
Every time your head hits the pillow, you're thinking, "Man, I agree with that Chet Sears."
That is absolutely the last thing.
That I3.
That's right. He's an incredibly intelligent individual.
I was high.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to a good word. Troy, what do you got?
Yeah, so this is coming from Timothy Keller again with the Songs of Jesus. It's a year of daily devotions in the Psalms. I've covered that before, but it's a great daily devotion that reads half or all of a psalm every day. And this one is in Psalm 26, 1 through 5. Vindicate me, Lord, for I have led a blameless life. I have trusted in the Lord and have not faltered. Test me, Lord, and try me. Examine my heart and my mind, for I have always been mindful of your unfailing love and have lived in reliance on your faithfulness. I do not sit with the deceitful, nor do I associate with hypocrites. I abhor the assembly of evildoers and refuse to sit with the wicked. And he's talking about the secret of true independence and how are we truly independent. And it's by being dependent on God and God alone. Because when you sit and maybe you're, keeping up with the Joneses, you're worried about what other people think about you. And in verse 4, David is saying, I do not sit with the deceitful, nor do I associate with hypocrites. So he doesn't dwell or hang out with the people that are trying to get him or trying to make light of who he is. And so he was a king that was charged falsely with corruption. And he calls himself blameless, but that doesn't mean he was sinless. He still had sin, but he was blameless before God. And so he is dependent on the Lord, and the Lord is the one who judges him and all others. And he also brings up how Paul in 1 Corinthians 4:4, came to the same realization where, it's not, I don't care who else is judging me. It's I care about what God thinks and how God judges me. Mm-hmm. And so, I thought that was really good and a good thing to share. And doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about you. It only matters what God thinks, and your relationship with Him is the main thing where you get your true independence from.
Yeah, and I think, if you go the opposite end of that, there's a lot of people that, I had a conversation earlier today, dependent on circumstances, like you think situation with your job, whatever else is going to determine your future. And it was a good friend of mine that I've known for over a decade. And, we were just catching up, hadn't talked in a while. And he's like, man, you just you've been through quite a bit the last few years, but it doesn't seem to have phased you. And I'm like, well, all that stuff is just stuff. Like, I'm going to be who I am regardless of everything that I've been through, but because I'm secure in my relationship with Christ. And I know that ultimately that's got more than anything else. And good things happen, bad things happen, but he's still got me, one way or the other. I don't need to not depend on him when things are good, just to, think that, if some things go bad, then I need to get my life right and then go run to God. And it's like, no, just stay with him. And everything's going to be even keel from his perspective. Maybe a little turmoil on the, all the other stuff that we go through. But at the end of the day, I know that he's where my dependence should be, right?
Yep.
So you can be independent
from all that other stuff.
That's right.
I'm glad you put that together.
I do my best.
Yeah.
I'm following the train. I stayed on the life raft. I didn't hop off and try to swim myself and they go, man, I'm tired. I'm going to hop back in that life raft. Just stay in it,
I don't even know what that means.
Think about it.
Okay, I will.
I heard a good quote today that said...
You just did.
Yeah, you heard two good quotes today.
I heard two good quotes today, kind of in line with that one. It said, even if you're on the right path, you can still get run over by the train.
Right track.
Track, sorry. Yeah. Or right path. Yeah.
I mean, even, I guess if you are on the right path, there's been train derailments now anyway. So
yeah, that's true.
That's true. Man, I was on the right path, that train track, though.
Yeah. So just keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Hardheaded Podcast. Don't forget to share this podcast with others to help us get the word out.
Also, if you haven't yet, please rate and review the show. This helps our podcast show up in other people's suggested shows that may or may not have listened to us before.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.